Hello my fiery friends, the Infernoman here with our latest gameplay and exhibition video to show you. In this series, we highlight a random deck on MTG Arena, and it can range from a spicy homebrew to a tier 1 meta deck that's hot on ranked. And if you do like these videos and anything I do, all I ask for you is to give a like on this video and subscribe to the channel so you can enjoy everything from my gameplay, deck techs, booster pack openings, and so much more. If you do like the deck, I will leave a link in the details below so you can give it a spin on Arena for yourself. Keep in mind that these videos will be pure gameplay, no commentary style, so you can enjoy the game, and if you want to, you can see my final thoughts on this deck at the end of the match. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. And that is our gameplay, everybody. So real quick, I'm going to be honest, I think there is a decent build of this deck somewhere buried in this. You saw already from one video the perfect outcome, which is just going right into one of our dinos that just can flip Fight Rigging's undersided exiled card into an explosively powerful Dinosaur. But you've already seen the better version of the deck, of course, has already been made, which is the cell type Fight Rigging one that lets you going into cascading into Alrund's Epiphany or into an Emergent Ultimatum, which, yeah, you can do that, but you forget the whole point of this channel is just to have some fun with some jank brews. And honestly, who doesn't love dinosaurs? Come on, I love dinosaurs. So this is why I came up with this version. If you want to, I'm actually going to see if I could try to find a wild way of making this a budget deck. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to try to find a way to squeeze it down to just the bare essentials. But again, the biggest problem that I've seen with this version of the deck that we've been playing around with is just the mana fixing for this is a little tricky. Yes, I know that using Drover the Mighty is a lot weaker than the other options, but honestly, one, I did it for flavor purposes, and two, I don't have all the wild cards. Yeah, I know. Making all this is kind of tough when I don't have enough resources to craft what I really want. Having said that, trying to throw down a Rotting Regisaur into a Fight Rigging is actually pretty awesome, and then we just gotta hope that we get the right card out. Now granted, I think the ratio is close, but I think I'm still off for a bit. So real quick, if you haven't noticed, the reason why we're using the Yadaros here, they don't really do too much except they provide trample and haste, is that was plan B to the deck. You kind of saw that we're cycling through stuff in the event that if we can't get Fight Rigging to get something underneath it that's powerful, we can at least try to use our Yadaros to cycle them through in the hopes of actually getting it out onto the battlefield for free, while we hopefully maybe hit a Galta, hit that Great Henge, Carnage Tyrant. Basically, you get the idea. We're hoping that Fight Rigging actually gets what we need ideally, but there's been many times I've played this deck and I was testing it out for the past couple of days where it doesn't hit what we need. So that was a bit of a problem when I was trying to craft this. However, again, I'm gonna insist that I think Dino Rigging has a shot. We just need to kind of tweak it a little bit more. But again, if you are looking at the powerful version of this deck, go for the Sultai one. That's honestly the more superior version. But if you want to have some fun, janky options, check out this version I've been playing right now. I haven't even gone over the sideboard, but again, this is something I just threw together. So biggest problem again with us just going full on creatures is we need ways to protect them. So use those Tameo safekeepings. You can use heroic interventions. Again, this is all the sample, so I didn't get a chance to test it out fully. This was just a couple of matches I had. Thrashing Brontodons, Dinosaur, and again, takes out artifacts, enchantments. Zeatora I thought would be a cool option here because the way I see it is if you can hit it and then get Zeatora out, maybe you can't get through with your dinosaurs, you can at least start sacking them to do some more damage and then keep the ramp going so you can then play other stuff that's big. Some Collision Colossus to force through a little bit more damage. Ram through, of course, if we have something with Trample out to also get a little extra burnout. Death Or Scavenger and Shifting Ceratops. Mostly Shifting Ceratops is against the control matchups, and I threw in Death Or Scavenger as your graveyard hate. Again, this is all theoretical. This is me just kind of messing around with a wild idea, but again, I'm going to try one more time to see if I can make a budget version of this deck, so stay tuned for that a little bit later this summer. Hopefully we can revisit this deck and maybe we can have a little bit more fun with it. But otherwise, you tell me in the comments below, what do you think? Do you think that this deck that I'm playing with is just me playing with inferior jank? Do you actually want to see a Fight Rigging deck that's based on a budget? Let me know in the comments below, and I would love to hear from you. That's all I have for you today. Thanks again for watching, everyone. And just remember that no matter what you do play in the game of life, always be sure to burn bright. Later.